So, folks, welcome back to Guitar Time. It's still March 17th, Sunday. We're still doing laundry. It's getting dark out, the rain's moving in. And, I took a pause for like, what in the heck am I doing here? And, you've never built a guitar from scratch, let alone somebody that just ripped the thing to pieces so they could paint it. What are you doing? Truth is, I don't know. Having fun? I could be cutting my beard right now. One person out there, first show, said I should cut my beard. I actually didn't say nothing about who it was. I'm just figuring it was me because I put out a video for the first time in like 7 years. Yeah, of course I'm paying attention. All artists want to be noticed, and the artist in me wants to be noticed even if doing something that he has very little talent at. So this is a learning curve, just like earlier. I made 2 videos at the first session. I was trying really hard to learn how to make a video with 2 angles. The laptop was going to catch one side, and then, or this part was going to catch my face, and then I was going to have the camera actually get the video of what we're doing to the guitar. Well, for whatever reason, my iPhone that came from across the planet does not even want to put information, camera, or videos into my laptop to where I could at least edit 2 videos together. So I'm going to stick to my more candid format and just, try to get down on the earthy side here. And we're going to build this guitar together. I showed you how to put the neck on. It's 4 screws. Because who knows, man, in a few days or something, one of you guys might end up getting a guitar and it's just absolutely horrid. It might be so nasty and filthy, that you got to take everything out. You're like, I don't even want to touch this thing. Well, this is going to be one of those videos because you're going to be that guy that says the same thing. What am I doing? This is not as bad as you trying to buff your brand new car. That's not a good idea. The right idea is get something that you're not going to cry if you make a mistake. I'm not saying grab your home drill, and just start on the thing. Use this as a platform, man. Get you a good screwdriver and set her up. And of course, I don't know the order of all this stuff, but I do know that this guy's going to go right there, and I'm lucky enough to have bought a guitar that's already been built once, which is even better because it's a little easier to figure out, right? It'd be hard to build a car from scratch. Where's this thingamabob go? And can't forget about the fuel make it happener. I keep going back to him because if there's somebody that you admire just for being themselves, then you should say something. I try to mention a few people, that inspire. That guy, really knows a lot about cars. He might not be good with the digicals or whatever they are, but he knows what he's doing. All right, it'd be really nice to do this and not scratch nothing. We're gonna make it where it has just a little bit. That way it goes out of tune every time you try to use it. Right? A guitar that stays in tune, who wants that? of curiosity, I was just wanting to know how much movement that actually is. By the time you put strings on it though, see, there's a little fulcrum in it. Might be enough. Just gonna go with that for right now. And if I remember, today's the day that I actually subscribed to Scar My Guitar. I thought I subscribed, but maybe my TV doesn't connect the same way as my laptop. Because I think he flipped it over. Yeah, this guitar don't even have Squier or anything on the neck plate. Either that or you guys watch me put it on backwards. Man, that bugs me. Yeah, who cares? It ain't even gonna be what you want it to be. You're just like in the paint job. I mean, ain't that cool? Staring out into space. Just like a certain president. Hey, I can say what I want to. Tell me. Come on, man. Gosh. Bunch of softies. This thing here, they call it the claw. Yeah, it's all sticky. It's like a big lighter that had the sticker on in the summertime. Ew. Oh, God. Ew. Horrible. I want to say these are on backwards, too. Somebody don't know what they're doing. That's bad. The guy that don't know what he's doing knows more about what he didn't know than he previously thought. Yeah, that's how it goes. Just leave it like that and put the strings on and boing! Once again, I'm very thankful to have a guitar that's already been built. Or do I know what the heck I'm doing? I'm not sure anymore. I don't like how that does that. I think that's what happened to him on that video too. If you see, I'll try to show you up close. You see how the screws are just, they started out straight and then they instantly went up at an angle. I'm gonna do it because it did it. I'm gonna do it, but I'm probably gonna regret myself in the morning. But I do it. So far, so good. I do not know how far is too far. That was probably it. Anyway, the claw has been installed. I think I stole a spring, and we might have to make a trip. So, these things right here, don't let them fool you. You will need a tool, and I don't have one. That is a long way. It's a long way to the top. You wanna rock and roll. Yeah, well, you can't think of everything. And I'm trying to think really hard. But looks like we're gonna go for a little trip to Matt's toolbox to find something to ruin this project. Because this is guitar time, not mechanics time. Well, what do I got here? Let's see. Hey, all you dads out there. Does your toolbox look like that? Are your children older than 14? Do they own a vehicle? Was it once yours? Comment. I ain't even gonna show you the bottom. I think I'm just gonna grab those because they're relative to what I need. I really wanted them. We'll just run with those. I'll clean that up after the video. You guys are gonna see something unprecedented today because this is gonna be the third video of the day. The other one, they're kind of one and the same. I just felt like I had to show you guys, and I'm growing here. Boy, I bet you that's a fun ride for you guys. Are we there yet? Mother Teresa. Bless you. Bless you. That's what happens. Black powder. No, the stuff that makes food good, dude. Black pepper. Come on, man. Hey now. I swear she's fine. Now let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna have to escape from the video because it's probably gonna take both hands and a lot of grunting. Like, so here we go. And I know you guys are out there going, that's not how you do it. And you're right, that's probably not how you do it. Your hands ain't what they used to be, guys. They really ain't. See if I can do this one more time. These are some very rusty needle nose. They don't want to open, so they stick. There you go. Just pull the whole thing out. Almost had it. Get a better grip. Woohoo! Success! Now, let's see. See, now the bridge naturally holds down to the body. And I don't have the whammy bar, and I'm not worried about that right now. So I just want to make sure all that stuff's relative. I'll go ahead and put the screws in it. I don't know, maybe I do need to test that out with a whammy bar. I've got lots of whammy bars. Lots of them. There we go. I do want a little bit of motion. I'm hoping that I can use it, but I'm telling you, this is Chinesium. This stuff is probably not gonna be good for your health. Matter of fact, it's probably illegal in California. Which is weird because it was shipped to California and then on a truck somewhere in Georgia where some young kid got this before it was paid. But, you know, those are the same people that outlawed Uncle Ray's potato chips and are only allowing weed eaters to be electric. come on, man. Look, you don't have to be a politician to understand that somewhere along the way things aren't adding up, and somewhere that's adding up for somebody, but not you. On the other hand, I had a weed eater that was electric. It was a good weed eater. But that weed eater worked for 15 minutes. That's it. If you're a business trying to weed eat, you're buying the wrong product. And it's kind of like a mandolin, right? You can make a mandolin electric. Just how many of your real bluegrass fans are gonna want to hear it? Even me as a solo artist, I'm trying to book acoustic shows, right? You know, solo acoustic. I really never played much acoustic. Yes, I could play an acoustic. It is a guitar. I am comfortable on my Strat. It sounds so much to me like a songwriter's guitar. By itself, you and your voice with that guitar can just about do anything. And you need to open your minds when somebody shows up with an electric guitar to play pretty dinner music. Just advice. Some folks, that's just where their niche is. You might really be surprised what comes out of that whole ordeal. All right. Trying to remember what I seen next. I want to say the masterpiece goes on, and you get these 3 wires. Those little guys right there. You've got, what do you got? You got your hot, which is white, usually the center on your volume, your center pole piece. And you got your ground, which is connected to the ground on that very same pot. He said pot. Your volume knob. Anyway. And that's connected as well. I don't understand how any of this works. I had to watch a video just so I could show you that I didn't know, so I could tell you that I knew, didn't know, whatever. So, yeah, these 2 guys are going to go to this guy and that guy, in, you know, where the electricity goes out to your amp. It's not in. This actually sends signal to your amp, not the other way around. If you got shocked through your guitar, it'd be probably because there was a short in your amp and you licked it. That's what we're dealing with. Now, on the other hand, if you take the amp out of the cabinet and you lick something inside of that, you're probably gonna die. Just saying. And don't do any of this. If you really want to shock yourself, just buy a 9-volt, okay? You know, just don't. So, from what little bit I don't really know here, and because I can't talk and speak real words, because we're in a democratic recession, and, you know, whatever jokes I can just keep making up that aren't really funny. They go through this horribly made hole in this guitar. Yeah. That's why it was 99 bucks, because of that hole. Just guessing. So we're gonna poke these wires, all 3 of them, through the hole. Put the guitar up on its side, and just try our best. Like I'm using my body, that way I can get to the wires. All right, found true earth. Oh, that's nice. Note to self, put the wires on. I don't know, help me understand. The wires are coming out right underneath the claw. Anybody else ever had this problem? I have to get the wires to go through the hole before I lay the guitar down. I got an idea. Now, I'm no professional, but I used to wire trailers. And you want wires to all come out of the same hole and not fight too much. You just do like this. Now look, you don't do it so tight that you can't undo them later, right? But you just kind of calmly marry them together. No ring, no prenup. You know, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. And that's what guitars are for anyway. So now you see, I did like this, just a little bit. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. But I do want some outcome here, and I went the wrong way. Hey, legs. Earlier, I thought my dryer was about to blow up. I think a pick got hung up in the track for the roller barrel, whatever you want to call it. I'm definitely no dryer expert. I mean, heck, I can't even wire up a Strat. Hi, Sandra Smith. Thank you for viewing my profile on TikTok. You're probably like the other 5,000 people that have tried to meet me on there. They want to know exactly where I'm at. No. Not interested. Let's see. Oh, hey, there you are. I have found them. So now, holding the pick guard, and you see I've got trace wires. And I'm gonna flip it back over before things get too gnarly. We're gonna put a few screws in this guy. Ooh, toggle switch. Okay, calm down, calm down. Uh-oh. Oh boy. What have I done? Let's see what we got. None of this is what I'm looking for. What in the world is this? This does not go to this guitar. No. I'm gonna put that right there for now, because I don't know what it is. Let's pour out this stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, we got 4 pick guard screws. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we need 7. Looking at other bags. Yay. And I don't know what that was for. All right, the washer's done. Isn't that great? Now we only have to hear the Y'all, I'm sorry. We will do our normally scheduled racket making tomorrow. I've been saying I was gonna do this for weeks. And I ain't making no promises. Matter of fact, this might be one of those reveals that ends up to be like the cigar box guitar. Like, ugh, meh, it was not a word for that guitar. Return is a word for that guitar. Like, I would like to return this, please. When they go, why? You say, why did you sell this? Just say it. It's in the realm of mypillow.com. And, you know, I hate to beat up people locally, but scams are everywhere. And that place goes right where I bought my truck from many years ago. I bought it from like a sideshow version of a company in Tifton. And every time I've ever had to deal with said company that sells Nissans, which, you know, everybody sells Nissan, right? But this place is, you know, specialized. I just don't like how they do their business. You gotta watch out. You don't want to come up short. But sometimes you feel like folks are just out to get you. They don't even tell you what you want to hear, like sympathetically. Life ain't easy, man. You know your car's gonna tear up, but you want a little honesty in your stories. Stories don't line up. Pay attention. Just 'cause they're a dealer don't mean you need to deal with them. I've heard that way too many times. And that goes for anything else, man. I've dealt with people that only sell guitars built by, you know, handmade Lutheran folks. Picked the guitar up and just like was not impressed. Was it beautiful? Yes. I ain't saying I wouldn't have owned it, but I'm just more of a, if this falls over, it's okay. That's the kind of stuff I like. My car, the clear coat's coming off of it. Burns a little oil. 200,000 miles. No, it's not my dream car, but it's the car I need for the time being. Please be a hole there. There's a hole everywhere else. Yay. If you guys like guitar building stuff, like I said again, I just subscribed to him today, but truth is I've been watching him for a couple months. Scar My Guitar. He builds guitars. He does everything. I've seen him use a CNC type machine that cuts these holes out under here. Pretty fascinating stuff, and you can learn a lot about the parts that go underneath that you don't deal with or see. He'll help you make your fretboard to be more playable, and hopefully show you, you know, I won't say hopefully because he showed me already, you know, the proper tools for this stuff. And your affordable cheap model guitars, man, they're rip-roaring ready to go too. They're all built pretty much in the same place. The end result is who touched it at the end of the line. That's what you're paying for too. The sad part is a lot of those companies are paying somebody a lot of money and they're not even going that hard in the paint. Hearing more and more about that. It don't hurt me. I don't buy those products. I give them to their owners. I don't want my $12,000, you know, anything vintage to fall on the floor in a bar for a set amount of money that's not even a hundredth of, you know, that. And then you got to go home with a broke neck or severely dinged finish. It's just not. She's starting to look like a guitar. Check out like around the jack. It's like a blue planet, but there's not enough light for it to really shine. It's almost like a big moon, and yet that is like a planet, a dead planet. Then you got the sun. This is what disappeared. This is kind of what bugs me. This is the sun right here, and it got covered up. And it might be the whole reason why whoever painted it just said heck with it. I would like to have the rest of this guitar painted to match with black hardware. That would look really cool to me. I guess I just got impatient. Well, you get tired of looking at necks hanging from there and a string hanging from it with a body, and it's like, you're never going to do that, are you? this could end up being one of the more viewed things that I do, because it's not what I normally do, and this ain't really even what I was looking to get into, but you just can't predict the future. And again, I'm not doing it for anything except me. I really enjoy my Mexican Strat, the white one that I played pretty much from the beginning of this, and that's what I'm going for. Maybe this cheap one will be just fine. Maybe I'll build it back and, decide to do something really cool with it. I don't know. Do I really gotta know? No. That's why I thought about doing, walks and stuff with the camera. It sounds kind of difficult. That's why I haven't done it. But, just sitting here talking to myself. A lot of folks that I see and meet, you start by saying something, and they're quicker to say stuff than you, and you end up really not even being a part of the conversation. You just end up being the subject of who they met that day. You wouldn't believe what I seen today, or something like that, or nothing really. They were just talking, so you get discouraged, quit talking, and they can go drink with somebody else. Yada yada yada. This is what this thing starts to look like. It's loose, but tighten that up in there, and then we should be able to, I'm hoping, screw it in the guitar real quick. Something like that. I forgot how quick these go together once you're rolling. I think I'm messing something. Yeah, I'm messing up, guys. This is the part I kind of knew would be more problematic, because every guitarist in the whole world that's ever owned any guitar that connects with wires, these connections, they always come loose. Do they not? And you're left with, at a show, every time you bounce, move, whatever, that thing just makes all kind of noise, and it's on pedals, guitar amps, guitars, and you'll say, oh well, it's my cord, and it's not. It's how this thing is loose, and these things get loose, I'll tell you. Like even now, I don't even have I need the tool, and I know I don't got it. And trust me when I say, you need the proper tool to put this on. Otherwise, it's going to come loose in a week. So I'm going to show you how not to do it first. Oh, yeah, this is why you don't do it this way. I just want to get it on there, and we'll fix it later. I don't want to be gone from the camera for 20 minutes looking in my toolbox for that one tool. But see, now it's tight, and it looks kind of like this. Now, when you put that on your guitar, you want to make sure that part's pointing down away from you. That way you don't have the cord going right up into your belly or whatever. You'll figure it out. It's self-explanatory, really. I ended up, this is going to be an hour plus long day on camera. I'm having fun, honestly. This is one of those things I would have never spent a Sunday afternoon doing, but since I am on camera and trying to be on camera, and also show some folks some stuff. It's already all about built. Just need some strings. Shoot. The last thing that's important is going to be rewiring these things. And I've just now realized that I've done it all wrong. Boy, oh boy. This is why videos are entertaining. Ain't they? Look at Matt. He don't even know how to build a guitar. You know what it is? Supper's about ready. I can smell it cooking. And let me tell you, ain't nobody cooking like my wife. I tried to tell you. We're gonna have to reboot. Might not finish this guitar tonight. I gotta see something here. There's also, let me just go ahead and pull it on out. Those itty bitty wires do not wrap around this big wire. The big wire goes through that big ugly hole I was telling you about. There's another small hole right here. Let me show it to you so some poor sucker don't have to go through what I just did. Can I show it to him? I don't know if I can. You see that hole right there? It goes right towards that jack that I just screwed in. Right. Oh, God. There. See it? That's where the little wires go. So, what I thought was a real smart move is why I said no prenup. We're going to break these guys apart. They were so good for each other. I don't know what happened. Let's do it all again, shall we? I found the right one now. Jeez. Louise. I'm telling you, I'm getting hungry. Matt and Fat Ryan. Whew. Concentrate, man. Yep, this is that awkward quiet moment where you guys watch me fidget with something and listen to a dryer. Feel free to open up a wobble pop if you're at the house. It's dark, I can't see what I'm doing. Man, this is like hunting for hogs in the dark. You know what, guys? We're almost at that 45-minute mark, and this is our third video. So, I get to show you one more thing, and if you like watching things backwards, you can actually watch this be done numerous times. I showed you how to put them on, but I didn't show you right because you can't access anything. You can't access anything. Ain't this fun? I'm having fun, but learning curves, man. So now that that's off as well, we had to take that back off too. I hope you guys are learning as much as I am, because I haven't learned this much since I was 14 or 15 and had my first Floyd Rose. Boy. Good thing is I don't have any shows for 3 weeks. That's not a good thing. I had a buddy of mine hit me up. I might be doing a show here soon. I got a guy rooting for me in Valdosta. That would start out as a solo show, just singing and playing. And I would hope to get Karma's Child in there too, because they're looking for possible bands on Saturday nights. And that's, you know, we're a Saturday night band. We're gonna have to just do something here. And I know what it is. I'm gonna have to hook up my soldering iron. I have a brand new one. I think it came from Hobo Freight. Taking it out of its package for the first time. It even comes with its own little holster and some stuff to throw in the ocean. Just kidding, guys. Well, I know this might sound just a little bit weird, but I've made some promises. I made promises to myself, as well as I've made promises to doing this. It was only supposed to be a 5-minute thing per day. Of course, my love for guitars is leading me down much longer journeys. I'm really glad to be sharing it all with everybody. And I hope to get to know everybody. Feel free to comment. It'll be too late by the time you comment on this video about how I did it all backwards. But you could pick on me. I'll leave it up. If you call me dumb things with really nasty words, I will remove those. But, I mean, it's all in good fun, man. Learning should be fun. They made that mistake with state-approved schools. Nothing's fun. Sit in your desk. Don't move. Don't talk. What do you got to do to teach somebody? You got to talk. The kids need to talk so your teacher knows that they're comprending. Comprendo. They understand what's being shown. You know, it's easy doing YouTube videos because most of the people that show up on these, they're interested. Now you throw in a guy that's a little silly, they'll be magnetized to it. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't known. And through this, you'll learn, you know, car tears up, you go to YouTube. Guitar tears up, you go to YouTube. You don't know how to cook, you'll go to YouTube. Luckily, I don't have to do that, man. I got the best chef I've ever met. She's actually helped create more good chefs because even Nate's a good chef. Once again, it's kind of like chemistry. You build off of what you put together. So, thank you for helping me build. The Legos are a little different here. They look like that. So, I probably won't be back today, guys. It's late. I gotta go to work. Tomorrow evening, with a little help from my soldering iron, we're gonna finish that out of this World Squire Strat. And I'm gonna try to hook it up to the amp before it's over. It might take a couple parts. I knew it would, because I've never done this before. I'm doing it for the first time. I've tore guitars apart, piece here, piece there, but I've never just got one completely torn apart like this. And I'll have to tear it apart 3 more times to get actions better and stuff. So, follow me, subscribe, whatever it is, and we'll talk at you tomorrow, hopefully. Guitar Turn, out.